Hi, I'm Terri Harkins with Vista Sotheby's Realty, and as I love beautiful homes, beautiful architecture, and Sotheby's is the quality brand in that, I also love beautiful art. And I'm here in Hermosa Beach. We're going to interview the owner of Gallery of Hermosa. So come on in and take a look at this beautiful art and why art is really important in our lives and in our homes. So here we are at Gallery of Hermosa, and I'm here with the owner, Kimie Joe, and I'm pretty darn excited about doing this interview. You're fairly new in the business, right?
Yes.
Okay.
We opened about a year and a few months ago. So.
That's not very long. So what I am real interested in is you're an artist, and you took it to another level where you wanted to not only share your art, but other people. So tell us a little bit about how you got this started.
So the space became available, and we really just jumped at the opportunity. We applied, I think there were several other applicants, and when the owner found out that we wanted to put a gallery in this space, they accepted our application, thankfully, and gave us this opportunity here. And, coming up with the name, we had a gamut of different names, but we thought Gallery of Hermosa felt like this is what it is. It's going to be more of a community gallery. And then from there, we just started, like our first exhibit was a group exhibit, and we had artists Steve Marriage and Bernard Fallon, a lot of local, Eileen Oda. They were Dennis Jarvis, Chip Herweg. They were part of our first show, and then from there we started just doing group exhibits. And I do calls for art where I ask artists to submit their works, and the response we have been getting has just been incredible. And I wish, so we do a juried process where we have to, it's a small space. And
you definitely have to, you got a lot of applicants, you've got to get a jury. That's good.
Like this exhibit, we have about 50 artists.
You have 50 different artists in here?
In this exhibit.
Holy moly.
Yeah.
That's a lot. Wow. But you know what? That speaks to the variety that you have, and that someone could come in here and not every artist is for all of us. We resonate with certain people or style or whatever subject matter. And that's wonderful that you've got so much here.
Yeah, really. It's, we're really lucky to be able to offer this type of variety because like you said, not everything resonates with everyone, but people who come in will have some sort of connection with the artwork. And, we get a lot of visitors are just walking by and want to see what's new, and others are actually looking for artwork for their home. So,
that's good. Well, there are a lot of artists in here, but I think you've got some really compelling stories. I see that you're connecting with artists. Not only are you connecting with the community on this, but you're connecting on a level, and I think I'm going to cry, and we haven't even started to talk about it. But you're discovering with these artists that they're bringing their story to their art, and then you're communicating that to the community. So I think there's a couple of people here that you could tell us about.
Yes, we definitely have some special artists that we've developed relationships with that have been with us from the very beginning. Can I step over to this artwork?
Yeah.
This is an artist, Nicole Carmody. We were the first gallery that she has ever exhibited with, and I remember she was texting me and asking me, what kind of artwork do you want? And I was like, just give me whatever you think you want to create for whatever show it was way back a year ago. And at that show, she submitted her work, and it ended up selling to a collector in New York who found connection with it. And from there, Nicole has really blossomed as an artist and has gained more confidence. Her artwork is so well loved, and she has opened her own store, and it's just a really feel-good story. And she continues to support us by submitting artwork, and
that's wonderful. And she has personal challenges in her life that she's overcoming, and you're adding to her ability to be successful.
I hope
Yeah.
so. It's just
Yeah.
been a wonderful relationship.
So there's another story of someone who's really meaningful.
Yes, we have another artist. This is James Frost. He has been exhibiting with us for the past several shows that we've had, and each of his works are really just heartfelt and heartwarming. And he's a Los Angeles-based artist. He is nonverbal and autistic, and he is just such a masterful storyteller, though, with his paintbrush and even just the creativity with his paintings here. This one is a little girl with her pet dinosaur, and she's stealing the cake from this dinosaur, and
Oh gosh.
and he's
Yeah.
like this. He didn't want just the fairy tale to end there, where this little girl has powers in her land of being able to fly, and he's just being able to paint the story and keep it whimsical. He said this is a child's happy hour. The exhibit that we have right now is called Happy Hour. And
Oh, wow. That's wonderful. That's a great way to use a different meaning to that.
Yeah, so all of the pieces here, the artists interpreted happy hour in their own way.
Oh, great.
And that was something we intentionally chose for this exhibit, was to keep it lighthearted and to allow the artists to present their joy, like through art. And
yeah, and I think, sort of tagging along on that is that when you say happy hour and about how their interpretation of that is for them, it's also in our homes when we want to hang this art in there. When you are in your home and you might see something like this, and you can tell the story to people that are in your house, or you just review the story yourself, it becomes sort of like this living narrative in us. It's not static, right? And I think that's part of what is the beauty of art coming into our homes. And I'd love your thoughts on that.
No, I totally agree, Terri. I think that bringing artwork that is meaningful to you into your home, it's something that you're going to enjoy, hopefully every day, walk by it, or just look at it either in your bedroom or in your living room, wherever you...
Or in your bathroom.
Yep. And just have a connection with it. And that's hopefully why people buy art, is because of their connection with it in whatever way and that's as an artist, once we create a piece of artwork, I feel like it's no longer in our control, and it does become part of the viewer's world. And it's not necessarily about our story anymore. It becomes a more collective story. And
I want to say a little bit of words when it comes to homes. We've gone through this whole period of just a lot of white and gray for a lot of years. And the thought on it was, this is just a blank palette to start with. And a lot of people didn't take it anywhere. But now we have galleries like Gallery of Hermosa that offer such a wide variety, and the prices are very reasonable. And it's just a real sense of identity and your own signature in your home when you can bring artwork into your home. So I want to sort of get that out there for people. So these are your art pieces. This is really exciting. So talk to me about it.
Thanks for asking. So this is one of my newer pieces. This is called Calm Before the Storm, and it was just recently displayed at the Torrance Art Museum, part of their Nomad art exhibit. And I created this. Most of my paintings right now are tied to water and just how life parallels water in the river. And growing up, my mother is Japanese, and she had a favorite Japanese artist named Hibari Misora, who had a song about how life parallels a river. And my mother was always just telling me, Kimie, as you traverse life and the different obstacles and challenges and joys, just ride the big boat. Feel as if you're riding a big boat. And that way the little waves don't really, bother you as much. So in my paintings, I listen to the music and I channel that advice and just that. And I do feel like my life has sort of paralleled a river, from moving and from my childhood, becoming a mother. And so this one, I felt calm as I was painting it, and it's just called Calm Before the Storm. I incorporate tile into my pieces.
I can see that. So there is some dimension.
There's some
that way.
dimension. And I started to go off the canvas to not feel boxed in. That was my intention, to just show that you don't have to stay confined within the canvas shape.
Right. And so it's good there's no frame on this.
There's no frame.
Yeah.
And I did another piece, similar piece, but then in transporting it, my tile broke. And I thought, well,
that's life.
That is what happens, right?
Yep.
You kind of step outside the box, and sometimes you can get snipped. So, and this is a piece where I incorporated maps and National Geographics to sort of convey my travels. And this one's called Ripples. And again, it ties into my the metaphor of the river. And so the travel part is just tying my world together in this passage. So.
And I also just want to say one more thing, is that when you're talking about your artwork, I am a big advocate of your home is where your place of wellness is, and having this type of meaningful art in your home contributes to that. So it's all a part of the journey of making your home the place that you can feel who you are.
Yes,
in
absolutely.
It, right? Well, we have just enjoyed ourselves at the Gallery of Hermosa, and if you have a desire to put color in your home, this is the place to come, Gallery of Hermosa in Hermosa Beach. And if you have any questions regarding real estate of any sort, contact me at Vista Sotheby's, Terri Harkins. The number will be on the screen.